have rejected the proposal. Some said before deciding on the number of working hours, they should first discuss what is considered as working time.
Due to our close relationship with the mainland, the staff has to work across the border. So how do we calculate the time? According to 9 to 5, that is the standard working hours, or whether according to the time they leave the office or the time they work in their China office.
Some suggested the government should be flexible when calculating the number of working hours. For example, in some industries where there are peak and off-peak seasons, employers should be allowed to ask their workers to work more hours on the busier days and less when business is less hectic. The Catering Functional Constituency lawmaker Tommy Zhang supports this idea.
如果你話唔係，我6個月計次數嘅。
He advised the government to follow the British practice of allowing employees to choose whether or not they would like to be protected by the legislation. Labour unions, meanwhile, say these suggestions are easier said than done. Poon Man Hon, Hong Kong Federation of Trade Unions policy researcher, said there's a possibility that employers could ask for exemptions for their workers by claiming it's too difficult to calculate their working hours. He said through administrative measures, there's always a way to determine the number of working hours, though he agrees there could be exceptions. The Confederation agrees that exemptions should be made. For example, doctors and firefighters should be exempted so public services won't be affected. Evelyn Lang, TVB News.
OK, sports now, and while this grieves me on a very personal level, Chelsea's turnaround under Rafael Benitez continued as the Blues thumped Aston Villa 8-0 at Stamford Bridge. Fernando Torres was among the 7 goal scorers as he kept up his personal resurgence. The result marked the first time in the English Premier League 7 players from one team scored in a match. Chelsea have now scored 13 goals in their last 2 games after losing in the final of the Club World Cup. They're now in 3rd place in the EPL. They were lucky. And now to 2 goalkeepers who were not in the giving mood this holiday season. First, Eiji Kawashima of Standard Liège with the save against Club Bruges. Over Bruges won the game 3-1. Also in Belgium, the Anderlecht keeper saves the game against Genk. The final score in that one, 4-2. And a quick look at the weather before we go. The cold weather warning is still in effect. Temperatures overnight are expected to dip to 13 degrees. Sunny intervals on Christmas Day with a high of about 17. Well, that's our news. Have a very good Christmas Eve and an even better Christmas Day tomorrow. Bye-bye.